Hi student, welcome to botany class. Today we are going to see the vegetative morphology. In this chapter, we are going to see the parts of flowering plants. And we can see that the first part, that is a root. Region of root also we are discussing in this video. Parts of flowering plants. The flowering plants are called angiosperm. Generally, the flowering plants are called angiosperm or magnoliophyta or pytes. Magnoliophytes. Angiosperm are generally called magnoliophytes. They are sporophyte. The plant body is a sporophyte and it consists of the axis with an underground part. Axis with an underground part, that is a root system, and an aerial part, that is a shoot system. The sporophytic plant body is consists of the two regions, underground region and the aerial region. The underground region is generally called root system. The aerial region generally called shoot system. The shoot system, that is a aerial region, is consists of the stem, branches and the leaves. So here it's underground, it's a aerial region. It consists of stem, leaf, flower and the fruits. The underground region, that is a root system, is consists of root and the lateral branches and the root hairs. Root and the lateral branches, that is a primary root, lateral branches like secondary root and tertiary root, and the root hairs. These are the parts of the root system. First, we are going to see the root system. So, in parts of plant, the first part we are going to discuss the root system. Root is a non-green because present inside the soil. It do not have the chlorophyll pigments. So, the root is never contain chlorophyll pigments. Okay, in general. It's a non-green, cylindrical, more or less it's a cylindrical. Descending axis, ascending means upside. Descending axis of the plant body because it present in the downside of the plant body. Usually growing in the soil, that is positively geotrophic. The trophism means movement of the plant pods. Geotrophic means the part of the plant is grown towards the soil. That is positively geotrophic. Negatively phototrophic. Most of the root. Exception is that most of the root are negatively phototrophic, positively geotrophic. They develop from the radicle. So the root is originated from the radicle. So radicle is a embryonic root structure. Radicle is a embryonic root structure. Here you can see them. The first part which come out from the seed also the radicle. So radicle is a embryonic root. Which is the first structure that come out when the seed is placed in the soil. Already I told you know. It is a first structure. That is a radicle. The white lines indicate the radicle. It is a first structure to come out from the seed. This is the first structure. It come out when the seed is placed in the soil. Root is responsible for absorption of water and nutrients. It helps for the absorption of the water and the nutrient, and also is anchoring the plant on the soil. I fix the plants on the soil. Okay, so root is mainly helpful to absorb the water and the mineral salt from the soil. Nutrient means the mineral salt from the soil. And also it helps to fix the plant on the soil. That is an anchoring. The root is a descending portion of the plant axis. We already know that. It is generally non-green in color and it lacks the chlorophyll. So in general characteristic feature, it is a descending portion, non-green, and it lacks chlorophyll. It do not possess node, internode and buds. The root system is never contained the node and the internode and the bud. But some exception. Some plant cannot able to produce a flower. It can't able to produce a fertile seed. So, a particular plant, it will be propagated by means of vegetative propagation. So, some of the root, it will be modified to do the vegetative propagation. It acts as a storage organ. So, in the type of the root, it has the node, internode, but like that. Okay. So, the exception, the sweet potato and members of Rutaceae. Sweet potato and the members of Rutaceae, the root bear bud, which help in the vegetative propagation. But it's not common, it's an exception case. Only for the means of reproduction. The root have buds. It bears a root hairs. Which one? The root bears a root hair. So root hair is mainly responsible for to absorb the water minerals from the soil. To absorb the water minerals from the soil. It is positively geotrophic and negatively phototrophic in nature. Alternatively. Now, next we are going to see the region of root. So characteristic features of root is over. Characteristic features of root is over. Next we are going to see the region of root. The root tip is covered by a dome-shaped structure which is made up of the parenchymatous cell that is called root cap. Okay. So here, it's a dome-shaped structure. It's a root. The dome-shaped structure which is made up of parenchymatous cell that is called root cap. It protects the meristematic cell in the apex region. Which one? The root cap. What is the role of root cap? It protects the meristematic cell in the apex region. The pandanus, it is one type of plant. They have multiple root cap. So mostly very common. Each root have only one root cap. Each primary root have only one root cap. But some exception. The pandanus, multiple root cap. So that is a pandanus plant. They have the multiple root cap is present. This is an exception case. You want to know that. Then which group of the plant have the multiple root cap? Pandanus. And pistia. Instead of root cap, the root packet is present. So again, the root packet. Instead of root cap, root packet. Because it's a floating plant. Pistia is a floating plant. Instead of root cap, what is present? Root packet is present. It helps to balancing the plants on the water. Because floating on the water, no? A few millimeter above the root cap, the following three distinct zones have been classified based on the meristematic activity. So, above the few millimeter, above the root cap region, the root region are broadly classified into three distinct zones. That is a meristematic zone, zone of elongation, and zone of maturation. So here it's a root cap region. So above the root cap, a few millimeter, or the three region is present. The region of cell division, that is a meristematic region. The region of elongation, that is zone of elongation, and region of maturation, that is the zone of maturation. Okay. So next we are going to see one by one. Meristematic zone. First one, meristematic zone. Position. It lies just above the root cap. Which one? That is a root cap. The meristematic region, it present just above the root cap region. Type of cell, the meristematic cell, actively dividing and continues to increase in number. It will actively divide to form a new cell. That is the role of meristematic zone. Function, this is a main growing tip of, it helps to growing the tip of the root. So due to the continuously increase the cell, the root tip will be grow. Next, zone of elongation. Position, it just lies above the meristematic zone. Meristematic zone just above the root cap. The zone of elongation just above the meristematic zone. Because here only the elongation of cell is occur. Types of cell, elongated cell. Function, the cell increasing the length and causes the enlargement of the root. Cell increasing the length. As a cell, it helps to increase the length of the root. So this is elongation zone, this region. Next, zone of maturation. Position, it lies above the zone of elongation. Zone of maturation is present above the zone of elongation. Type of cell, mature differentiated cells are present. Function, the cell differentiated into various tissues like epidermis, cortex, vascular tissue. Until the zone of elongation, all are immature cells. But in mature region, the cells are mature. It will be do the specific function. For that, the cells have a different shape. For to perform the specific function, the cells have different shape. The vascular bundle. So it is also produce a root hair which is absorb the water and the minerals from the soil. Okay, so that is a zone of maturation. Here the cells are differentiated into epidermis, cortex, and the vascular bundles. Thank you, student. So that's all about the introduction about the parts of plant and characteristic features of root and different region of the root is over. In next class, we are going to see the different function and the types of root. Thank you.